always play my songs for my mom because I think she has great music taste, but she is a really harsh critic, despite the fact that she's my mom. And she's always honest with me, which I really appreciate. Although I did play her driver's license for the first time, and she told me that she didn't like the bridge, which is now everyone's favorite part of the song. So I don't know if I can truly take her word anymore, but yeah, I still love her a lot.
I think it's really interesting to come back to a place that you haven't been to in a long time as a new person.
Every song is different, but like driver's license, like I wrote like the verse and the chorus of driver's license, or I wrote like most of the song, yeah, in like super like 20 minutes or something like that. Or happier I wrote really quickly too. Maybe this is a little woo woo, but like certain songs I think are just like floating in the ether and you're just like a vessel for them to come through. And so you're just like, oh my God, like I have to write this down as fast as I can. The universe is just like giving me this beautiful song, and it kind of has nothing to do with you, which is like a really beautiful thing and one of the most magical parts about songwriting, I think. I just love writing really as honestly as I possibly can, and sometimes that just like is painful inherently. And so many of the songs, like driver's license especially, I just remember writing it on my piano and like crying and like being like so sad. But I think that's part of the beauty of it, and it's like so cathartic to write a song about it, and it kind of helps you get through that uncomfortable emotion. I always play my songs for my mom because I think she has great music taste, but she is a really harsh critic, despite the fact that she's my mom. And she's always honest with me, which I really appreciate. Although I did play her driver's license for the first time, and she told me that she didn't like the bridge, which is now everyone's favorite part of the song. So I don't know if I can truly take her word anymore, but yeah, I still love her a lot.
I've always been so attracted to really emotional songs.
I'm really excited to perform Brutal, just because it's kind of like a heavier, like rockier, grungier song. And we've been playing it in rehearsal, and it's so much fun. And there's just nothing like a song like that with like really heavy guitars live. That's like always my favorite thing when I go to a concert. So I hope people like that one.
There's nothing that connects people, and nothing that is a truer window into the human emotion than music.
I'm gonna cry! Dan and I are just losing our minds. And take one.
You're listening to the most popular song on the planet.
We shot Brutal at this like airplane graveyard in the Mojave Desert. And it was so crazy. I had no idea that airplane graveyards were even a thing, but like it makes sense. Where does an airplane go when they're like no longer working, I suppose? But it was so crazy, and I actually didn't like realize how big airplanes were until I was like standing by the wheels looking up at the airplane. But that was one of my favorite setups, and I had a lot of fun performing with my band, and yeah, that was pretty cool. I just hope that people get to sing and dance and be together again. I think at least I am like so stoked to be in a place where I can like consume live music again after so many months of being in isolation. So I think that togetherness is just going to be really magical, and I'm also just so excited to travel. I haven't traveled very much in my life yet, so I'm really excited to see new places and eat lots of new food. If I am on a road trip, I will listen to like a true crime podcast the whole way there, and then when I get to the place that I'm going to, I'm like so freaked out, but they're so entertaining, it's so bad. But like if I were to listen to music, I guess I would like listen to like oldies. Like I really love like Carole King. I'd listen to like Tapestry, which I think is such a perfect album. I was like such a little like country pumpkin when I was younger. I only sang country music. I was so obsessed with it. I like begged my parents to take me to a Carrie Underwood concert when I was like 8 years old. But I remember the first like kind of country record that I had was this like Tanya Tucker Greatest Hits vinyl. And my grandma like got me a record player when I was like 9 years old. My mom and I would just go to the thrift store and like find albums that looked pretty and like play them and see if we liked them. And that's how I kind of discovered that album, and I really fell in love with her music and her storytelling and her voice. So yeah, and those are still some of my like favorite songs to this day.